I don't know about you guys, but this week, I'm saying though, like, if you haven't read it already, of course, you know, you had a day. It did come out yesterday. Clearly, you're not doing anything with your lives right now. You need to be reading Toriko. You need to be reading Toriko. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? This is too much. Boop, 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 boop. Brandino Wolfensteino. This week in Toriko, Meteora is pissed. Now, I'm trying to work on my lighting here. Meteora is pissed, and he is not playing any games, with what is happening in the world of Toriko right now. And the thing is that we don't exactly know. Well, he said something in the chapter. So as you've seen from earlier in the chapter, we're starting to see a little bit more of what the creature that has been awakened, or is being awakened, or resummoned, or whatever you want to call this. Whatever you want to call this, that thing is coming back, and it ain't supposed to be back. Just saying. Just saying. But that thing is not supposed to be coming back, and basically right now, it's alive, it's hungry, and it wants to eat. And they are providing to it all of Asia's main course dish. We talking about life. We talking about air. We're talking about, what is it? What's the other ones? I'm sorry I'm blanking on everything because I'm just so hyped about one. When Meteora was in there regulating, excuse me, but I am just too hyped to stand still. He was in there regulating. All of the chefs sitting there trying to attack. They've been trying to, like, stop him or whatever. And it's like, and then, like, Joey comes up and it's like, I finally get to meet the tiger. Or should I say, we've already met. Now Meteora's already, I keep saying Meteora. He's already in shock. Because as you know, the body that Joey is using is the body of Froza. Or Frioze? No, Froza. Something like that. Not Frozen. We know that he's using the body of Froza, which was Asia's wife. Which she was the one that basically brought Meteora out of his, like, I hate humans in the world and all that crap. And they never gave me food. She brought him out of that. And she cooked him a meal that turned his whole life around. And the reason why he joined his syndicate or created his syndicate is because after she passed, there was nothing that could compare to what she was able to make. And I'm rambling. So he's in shock because of that. And we also see that spider guy sitting there trying to rewind and re-forward and everything. And Medora's power is too great. So he's just staring him down like, what are you doing? And he's like, I've killed all of these people twice already. How do they keep coming back? And you know, Joey, as she introduces herself, or he introduces himself, he's like, it's because of these little life orbs that take its life instead of theirs. But also, it's probably because that spider keeps reversing time as well. But it doesn't affect Meteora. A piece of that little chunk, or whatever that crap is, came off and shot into the heavens. Now, we also see that the Nitro are out here trying to keep this thing under control. And they really can't. Like, they're strong. But this thing is borderline ready to destroy them at any moment. And if it wasn't for the fact that they are Nitro, they probably would have got. Now, of course, a chunk escaped, and they were supposed to chase it down, but it got too far. And then we see like a new mammalian beast, lion tiger, something like that, Leo tiger. And it's like this kind of like snake lion tiger thing. And it basically does like Zebra's voice missile or voice blast, one of his voice blasts, and tries to annihilate this thing. This thing sat there. Not only did it eat the blast, as in tanked it, it ate the blast literally It ate it. And then it went further to eat the Leo tiger. And I'm like, that's only a little glob. That's only a little portion of this thing. That's a little it is like if you had it's like this bubble wrap. You see this bubble wrap? If one of these bubbles came off and was eating you alive, would you not be scared? I'd be scared. But I'm saying. So the chapter closes with the truth, the legend, on the wolf, my man, Knocking King Jiro, coming in with his baby moms, basically, but, you know, freaking, what do they call it? National treasures, his national treasure wife, but, Setsuno, they're rolling up, and he's sitting there looking at this little creature that just took down this Leo tiger, because, of course, every time they have a new creature, and I'm probably running a little long here, every time they have a new creature, they always have to show the mammalian strength level, because they're in the gourmet world, so these things are strong. So there's like, this is the power of this creature right here. This little orb took that thing out like it was nothing, and now, you got Knocking King Jiro and Setsuno there, and Jiro's sitting there looking at it like, what is that thing? Cut to black, and it's over. I'm like, no! Yo, next week, do you see? Next week is about to be crazy, because you've seen what Knocking King Jiro has done. Grand knocking. He stopped, and you gotta remember, the Earth is many times bigger than the Earth is now. You saw the human world in my last video. You saw how small it is comparative to the rest of the Earth. Grand knocking stopped the entire planet for a couple seconds. Or maybe a second. I don't know how long it stopped. But literally it stopped the planet and everything on it for that amount of time. Grand knocking. Bruh. And I don't even think Jiro put his 100% into that thing. I don't think that was 100%. I don't even think it was 100. I don't. So, thank you for watching. I'm hyped this week because Toriko just got me hyped. It's about to get lit. Everything's on fire. And this new creature is about to show us some things we wasn't ready for. So, thank you for watching. I'm out of breath right now. Comment down here. Subscribe all over here. And don't let the fact that that little creature is just a portion of what's about to go down in Toriko get you down, because the dawn always rises on a new day. That thing would be to subscribe. Man, I can't believe, when I was reading that chapter, I'm telling you right now, I was so hyped. Because, like, the last few chapters have just been, them doing the cooking tournament, and I felt kind of bad for that little kid. Product placement. I felt a little bad for that kid that Komatsu was hanging out with, and his mom and everything, and how the little burners are actually the souls of the dead, and they're using soul fire to cook everything. And I was like, oh man, that sucks. I hope that kid didn't actually get eaten by that. But it's been a lot of that, and then now they're actually showing some shit, which I'm mad they only showed the kings for like a little while, looking at their subsequent, because I said subsidiary in the last one. That might be the same. It might be a relative of the word that I was trying to use, but I was going to say subsequent. That's what I was actually trying to reach for. But still, I want a little bit more screen time with Battle Wolf Guinness. Give me some more wolf time. Give me some more wolf time. Yeah, so, yeah.